Well, we're very focused on absolutely addressing all the needs of all the passengers, and we are making some progress. Today, we will be operating over 95% of the flights. That's 100% of the Gatwick flights, 100% of Heathrow long-haul flights, and just over 90% of Heathrow short-haul flights. So in all, just over 95% of the flights. Also, we've made some progress with passengers affected from Saturday and Sunday, about 75,000 of them totally affected. So just over 2/3 will make it to their final destination by the end of the day today. The rest are being given the option to rebook their flights for any time over the next 6 months. So we are making some progress. But we do apologize profusely for the hardship that these customers of ours have had to go through. We know that there have been holidays interrupted and personal events that have been interrupted and people waiting in queues for a really long time. We absolutely profusely apologize for that, and we absolutely are committed to provide and abide by the compensation rules that are currently in place.
A lot of people are asking, what was the glitch and why was there no backup in place to prevent this kind of chaos?
So on Saturday morning around 9:30, there was indeed a power surge that had a catastrophic effect over some communication hardware, which eventually affected all the messaging across our systems. Tens of millions of messages every day that are shared over 200 systems across the BA network, and it actually affected all of those systems across the network. So at the moment, we are focused on passengers, making sure that we answer all the needs of those passengers. We will have completed an exhaustive investigation on exactly the reasons of why this happened, and we will of course share those conclusions once we've actually finished them.
There's some speculation that this was a cyber attack, but can you confirm here now that it was not a cyber attack?
We have no evidence whatsoever that there was any cyber attack of any sort or intrusions by any external systems or parties of any sort. No, there is no evidence whatsoever of that happening.
Can you state here and now that this won't happen again? The passengers won't be subjected to this kind of delay, that it will not happen again?
We're absolutely committed to finding the root causes of this particular event, and we will make sure that nothing like this ever happens in British Airways again, correct?
The GMB union have been very critical, and they have said that outsourcing of computer work and IT skills to India is at fault for this. What would you say to that?
Well, I can confirm that all the parties involved around this particular event have not been involved with any type of outsourcing in any foreign country. They've all been local issues around a local data center who has been managed and fixed by local resources. So no, in this case, it is not applicable.
The GMB union have also claimed this morning, and you can tell me whether this is right or wrong, they're saying that when this happened in 2015, it resulted in the terror watch list not being accessed, that people could not access the terror watch list for flights. Is that true? There has been no compromise of any data, passenger data, or any lists that are currently maintained by ourselves. So no, in this particular case, there's been no corruption or any compromise on any customer data of any sort. How has it left you feeling, you know, as a person, not as the chief executive BA, but seeing people pop up on TV screens who are travelling long distances for honeymoons, for joyful occasions, and they've spent several days in an airport terminal? It is a tragedy, and everyone in BA, all 45,000 staff at BA, have been totally committed to make sure that we find solutions for these customers. And I thank them very much for all their great efforts over the last few days. So personally and the rest of the team, absolutely committed to make sure that we find a solution for those customers affected. Just before we finish, I just want to show you a video clip that one of our colleagues made at the airport this morning. It's a couple from Vancouver who are heading off on their honeymoon. And just the human impact of everything.
We arrived here late Saturday morning because it's and all the flights were cancelled, which we expected when they told us. Well, we've been here.
So the video goes on, but ultimately they've spent 3 days of their honeymoon in an airport terminal. What would you say to that couple now? Because this is an experience that they can't get back. They're running late for a cruise ship that's left Italy already. We know, and we are extremely sorry. And what we will do is make up and follow absolutely our obligations and provide as much flexibility as we can to them and the rest of the passengers that have been affected.